I would tell them to go see a psychiatrist, not a psychologist, a psychiatrist to get some.
Well, they obviously don't want to because they think about ending it. You're the only one there. You're the last port of call.
I would tell them.
Would you agree with
tell
them
them the following? No, I would tell them the following. I would say, listen, what you are undergoing is a literal chemical imbalance. Your brain is having a difficult time seeing what is the correct thing. So talk to a psychiatrist who will be able to assist you. You have to understand that your brain is not thinking properly, and you need to help yourself by going to a psychiatrist. And by the way, just so you're aware, psychologist, psychiatrist, those are two completely separate things. Psychologist just offers you somebody to talk to. Psychiatrist gives you drugs.
So that's cool.
I don't know why he's laughing.
I laughed because I saw Jake Kwanda. That's why.
That's hilarious. Alex.
I saw Jake Kwanda. I wasn't laughing at you, First Amendment. It's like I saw Jake Kwanda. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious. But Alex, really quickly, are you good on time? Do we need to give you your final?
I gotta go.
Can you just give a closing statement before you close out?
Absolutely.
I'll give you the last word. Yeah.
Absolutely. So first things first, Jake, thanks for inviting me to this. I appreciate you reaching out to me. First Amendment, I just want to say you and I did a great job tonight. It was actually you and I actually stuck to the prompt. Unlike our opponents here, they simply just went completely off the rails and talked about something completely different. And I actually pointed this out in my initial statement. So let's just break it down to brass tacks, okay? Trans ideology is not homophobic. Being transgender is about gender identity, not sexual orientation. Gay men and lesbians are free to define their attraction as they have always been. Respecting trans people doesn't erase anyone. It strengthens solidarity against the forces that attack all LGBTQ people, which is like the right-wing think tanks that I brought up early in the topic of discussion. And the real attempt to divide and erase comes from right-wing groups exploiting these fears in our community, and the community, especially in the LGBTQ plus, is stronger when they're united. But the fact of the matter is that these right-wing think tanks and all these other bad faith debaters, like the people on the opposing part, are basically trying to divide it, say, oh my God, trans ideology is trying to divide gay and lesbian people, which they haven't actually given a discussion about this. Instead, they talk about Iran, which I actually gave a counter to that they failed to completely address, essentially. They're saying, oh, well, these people aren't getting thrown off rooftops. Obviously, they're not oppressed, essentially, which is a completely bad faith argument, essentially. Oh, yeah, you can just look surprised, honestly, because that's actually how it goes. Oppression doesn't mean, and being disrespected, it just means you have to be thrown off a rooftop based upon this. But the fact of the matter is like, I tried really, really hard to stick to the prompt, and the opposition failed in every regard. It was actually kind of funny, though, because Damon just could not stop crying every second, interrupting every fucking chance he got, which was absolutely hilarious on it. So, Damon, I'm sorry, dude, but you fucking failed to address your point. Teriak, actually, we had a good faith discussion, essentially. So, anyway, I'm going to give my closing argument. Y'all have a great evening. Y'all take care.
Alex, thank you so much for stopping by, bro. I really appreciate you,
take care.
At the last minute, bro. Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah, have a good one. All right, we're gonna shoot out to closing statements, guys, because there are people in the chat that want to speak with First Amender. They want to speak with Damon as well. Some oppositions here. Before we move on, guys, we can do closing statements here. First Amender, go ahead.
So, trans people aren't a part of some abstract ideology.
Oh, by the way, it's 5 minutes. Just FYI, 5-minute closing.
Gotcha.
So, okay.
They're real human beings that simply are asking to live safely and authentically. Supporting trans people is not homophobic. It doesn't erase or attack gay people. In fact, trans and queer rights often overlap. The trans ideology is also just a rhetorical trap. It's designed to misrepresent lived reality and pit communities against each other. The real issue is not trans existence. It is, in fact, well-funded networks, political actors, and false narratives that deny them their rights. Protecting trans people is about defending human dignity, not advancing an ideology. Anyone claiming otherwise is just simply twisting the truth. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you so much for that, First Amender. Yeah, you a whole lot of time on the clock. All right, next one up. Damon or Teriak, if you want to go.
I'm easy, Damon. I went first. You want to go second? Or did you want to go first?
If you want to go first, Sean, whatever is cool.
I'm easy either way, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so like I said, the whole kind of dynamic to it, it's Empathy is a key issue, and it highlights actually like high intelligence for a reason, because it's being able to put yourself like mentally in the perspective of someone else. And like I said, when it comes down to the gay and lesbian community, although I'm indifferent, the empathy position that me and Damon tried to highlight is that this ideology can be used as a weapon to completely destroy those communities. And when you're talking about homophobia, wiping out that community, it's very easy to do, to play mental games to people that are already confused at such a young age, and to convince them to chemically castrate themselves and genitally mutilate themselves. And like, we have the studies with all the evidence that we showed on screen. To me, it's a clear indicator that like fundamentally the ideology it's homophobic in nature. You know what I mean? And like, and the reason why people who aren't homophobic should care about this, for the people in the audience, is that like your tomboy daughters, your effeminate sons, do you know what I mean? Like, that make great contributions to the arts, to the fashion. Like if it wasn't for effeminate men, gentlemen, we would not have fashion. We would not have such fine looking women. You know what I mean? So it's like, in terms of the empathy aspect and society as a whole, you gotta look out for these individuals. And like, these individuals at a young age, the cost, or what the homophobe would say is the opportunity, is that essentially a 12-year-old, what would be a 12-year-old lesbian girl or a 12-year-old tomboy girl cuts her tits off. Chloe Cole was 15 when her tits were cut off, under the guise of, you are actually a man. We convinced you that 1 equals 0. To me, that's evil genius. Like, I have to pay the respect of genius, because these people are paying thousands of dollars to do this themselves, and it's horrific. And like I said, like, even if you're homophobic or not homophobic, this needs to stop. And like, they have all these quote-unquote studies or whatever, but it's all just framed, it's all just spin. And the sad thing is, they will deny it down to the ground. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. This doesn't exist, but we gave them Iran. Oh, well, yeah, like, that's homophobic. And fair play to the First Amendment as well, and give credit to opponents as well for showing up. You know, Furby ducked earlier on. But in terms of the whole aspect of like even admitting, yeah, like, that is homophobic, and this is this ideology like weaponized to do that, and this is why it was so strongly pushed. Why is like 1% of the population even getting talked about? We need to balance this budget, motherfuckers, but we need to buy Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying, how can you be blackpilling when we got Bitcoin? Buy Bitcoin, you dumb motherfuckers. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I always like to end it with a high note at least. But yeah, Damon, I'll give you the floor.
All right, Damon, go ahead. You got the floor.
So yeah, I called this at the beginning. You knew exactly what was going to happen. I did say that most bad faith arguments on this kind of topic hinge around trying to deny that the actual thing even exists, and that's what both of them did. I knew that they were going to try the hypocrisy angle. I said that they're going to call us out for doing this and denying the studies, and Alex did that, and First Amendment also were denying that there even is such a thing as the trans ideology.